What's up? It's your favorite NPHP and welcome back to my channel. As I promised, we will be going over unique nurse practitioner roles that some of you may not have even heard of, because there's a few on this list that are new to me. So let's jump right into it. So the first one is travel nurse practitioner, which is usually a locum tenens position. A nurse practitioner will fill in for a 6-month, 8-month contract, and it could be anywhere. I have a friend who I precepted who took a travel nurse position as her first NP role, and she was in New Mexico and she loved it. And I know the pay is amazing. The second one is school nurse practitioner, not to be confused with the school nurse working in a school, but a school nurse practitioner, they're usually working in a school-based health clinic, mostly seen in the inner cities, underserved rural areas, in a school-based health center. Third is a health coach, nurse practitioner. So health coaches combine the physical, psychological, social, spiritual, and cultural components of health and well-being. And as a nurse practitioner, you could own your own clinic, your health clinic, or you could actually have an online program providing care as a health coach, which is amazing. The fourth is an on-site corporate health nurse practitioner. The employers at that company, they could come to work and see their provider on-site at their workplace. Number 5 is cannabis clinic manager. Currently, this is in high demand. These clinics are popping up everywhere and you could find them close to home, but basically the NP will serve as like the on-site medical authority, overseeing patients, providing education and counseling on the usage of marijuana, the dosage, drug interaction, and any allergies. Number 6 is medical weight loss clinic owner. I also have a friend who actually owns her own clinic here. She's doing amazing. I'm not sure where she's at now, but I know last time I spoke to her, she was up to 70 to 80 patients. And like I said, it's her own clinic. She loves it. You know, right now with the popular medication of Ozempic, Wegovy, and I think there's a couple more, she's doing wonderful. Number 7 is the opioid addiction clinic nurse practitioner, seen mostly in the rural America and counties where there are no options for opioid addiction. Number 8 was new to me, I guess maybe because I just never even thought of it, but it's a nurse practitioner that's a part of the movie set medical team. It's probably seen more in Hollywood and Atlanta, Georgia, and whatnot. The medical team consists of nurses, nurse practitioners, EMTs, paramedics. These positions are more contract work. This was a big thing during the COVID pandemic. Number 9 is health content medical writers. We have a lot of experience reading and writing health-related content. So you can find employment with numerous organizations such as educational institutions, marketing companies, magazines, online publications, health corporations. You could also work in research or write books. With this, the possibilities are endless when it comes to health content medical writer, which is pretty neat. Number 10 is clinical research nurse practitioner. They mainly work with the research team, which consists of the physician, nurses, and then nurse practitioners, usually based in teaching hospitals. They could also work in universities, and so they will conduct exams related to the study, document, review and analyze reports and results. Number 11 is forensic nurse practitioner. These nurse practitioners will assist with crime scenes and assault victims. They often do work in the ER to gather evidence on bodily injury crimes. They may need to testify in court and present community education on domestic violence or child abuse. Number 12 is a big one. It's aesthetics nurse practitioners. It's up and coming. It's gaining popularity. I also have a friend who literally just started her position as an aesthetics nurse practitioner just last month, and she's loving it. Aesthetics nurse practitioner, they focus on like cosmetic works, so Botox, skin peels. Aesthetic nurse practitioners can also own their own clinic and spa. Number 13 is legal consultant, a nurse practitioner working as a legal nurse consultant. They analyze testimony and medical reports pertaining to cases involving injury or health care, serve as expert witnesses, and provide testimony. They can work with insurance companies, law firms, government agencies, and healthcare facilities. Number 14, again, it's new to me, but it's just something I just never thought about because myself never been on one of these, but it's a cruise ship nurse practitioner. Obviously, they're going to need some type of medical team on a cruise ship. They consist of, nurse practitioners, nurses, and they look for nurse practitioner with emergency room and cardiac experience. They may be able to perform x-rays and lab tests. Number 15 is a mental health nurse practitioner for the Homeland Security ICE unit. This is another unique position, and these nurse practitioners work for the federal government. They will be employed by the ICE Health Service Corporation at the detention facilities. So these nurse practitioners provide psychiatric evaluation, counseling for detainees in ICE custody. That's a unique one. Parish nurse practitioners. So these nurse practitioners, they may own their own community clinic based on their faith principles. These types of clinics operate similar to like local family practice, but with the flexibility to incorporate religious beliefs and counseling to integrate both health and spirituality. And these nurse practitioners are also known to do home visits. Nearing the end here. So number 17 is university, college, student health center. So these are the nurse practitioners that work at colleges and universities. They do lab tests. They treat acute illnesses. I remember I had like pink eye. They will give vaccinations, counseling. They prefer them to have a background in drug and alcohol abuse, as well as gynecological issues and infections. So number 18 is hospice nurse practitioner. Not to get confused with the hospice nurse. A hospice nurse practitioner is a part of the hospice team with the doctor and the nurses. The nurse practitioner, their primary role is to assess the patient and provide the physician with information to certify the patient for hospice services. They also help with keeping the dying patient comfortable. Number 19 is the homeless population nurse practitioner. These nurse practitioners, they fill the gap in the medical care for the homeless, and they actually have these mobile healthcare units staffed by the nurse practitioners to provide direct medical service to the homeless population. Last but not least, it's sports medicine nurse practitioner. These nurse practitioners, they could work with orthopedic physicians who specialize in sports-related injuries. They could also work with professional athletes in high school teams, which is pretty neat. Areas that these nurse practitioners work in sports venues, orthopedic practices, and clinics. So there you have it. So these are the top 20 unique nurse practitioner roles that I found. These will be the subspecialty after becoming a nurse practitioner, which is pretty neat. Our career choices, our career pathways are endless. Even if you decide to become like a travel nurse, obviously you're not going to travel forever, especially if you have a growing family. You could bounce between traveling nurse practitioner or then becoming a cruise ship nurse practitioner. And if you want to slow down, you could come back and become a hospitalist nurse practitioner. Well, that's not really slowing down, but come back to primary care, family clinic. But like I said, the opportunities are endless. So let's end this video with a Bible verse. And the Bible verse for today is Luke chapter 1, verse 37. For with God, nothing shall be impossible. No matter what you're going through right now, no matter what situation that you're in, it may seem impossible. It may seem like it's never ending. You can't get through it. You can't get past it. You might feel helpless, but we have to remember that nothing is impossible with God. God's power is infinite. So just trust, believe, and receive him. And when I tell you, he will pull you through. He will give you the strength that you need. Have faith in him, his power, and his love for us. So until next time.